We're in downtown Toronto right now, and I want to take you on a reno tour today, showing you the before and after of this old home. It's an 81-year-old home, but you wouldn't know it because it was gutted to the brick and redesigned. It was like a time capsule in here back when it was purchased in 2017. This is the perfect type of home to do an interior renovation to. It already had nice ceiling height on the main floor, which you notice immediately. The basement had a ceiling height that was high enough that made it functional without even needing to underpin. And because of how old the home is, the results from the renovation was dramatic. The biggest problem was how to overcome how dark this home was. It was dark because the floors were dark red. And the windows, they didn't even go brick to brick, which means that the surface area for the glass wasn't maximized. And the walls that were in here to partition the rooms, that killed any light that even made it in. So the most obvious solution was to remove all the walls. I love how open this layout feels now. There's literally nothing that blocks your sight line down to the end of the home. And the natural lighting coming in from the south and the west really floods into the space. Even the front door was chosen because it was mostly privacy glass to allow for as much lighting as possible. Come around to the front actually. So there are all new windows everywhere in this home, and specifically windows that went brick to brick because that allowed for more glass surface area so more light could get in. I'm specifically loving these black finishes because I think it's going to be a timeless look. This really helped address a lot of the darkness that the home was experiencing. The rest of it really came down to color selection. Let's talk about the kitchen next, because that's the room that can make or break a renovation. The original kitchen was in the back of the house with a laundry, washer, and dryer where I assume the fridge would have been. It was strange, but I think it's because the previous owner was too old to go into the basement to do laundry. But regardless, it wasn't what buyers today expect. So it was decided a galley kitchen in the center of the home was the way to go here. It offered the most amount of countertop space, the most amount of cabinetry, and it's pretty much in line with what a buyer is looking for today. This is 6-inch white oak flooring that runs through the entire home, and we didn't want to break that for tile here. It would have just ruined the flow of the home. And instead of a stainless steel hood range that you might have seen in a lot of other homes, we instead went with an under cabinet insert. And that really came at a high cost because now we needed a built-in microwave. The goal was to keep the microwave off the countertop, to maximize the countertop space, not just while the home is vacant, but while somebody actually lived here too. It's important to remember that function is just as important as aesthetics to a very savvy buyer, and that should always be on the back of your mind when you're doing a renovation. The countertops are Caesar stone, which is a highly durable and very low maintenance material. It runs up 12 inches as part of the backsplash too. Can't forget about the undermount lighting. This is key for mood lighting to go with the dimmable pot lights and the wall sconces. So the old kitchen is now the new dining room. The biggest change here really is just this back door. Again, being mindful of how much light we get, the back door is also mostly glass, and the install of this dining fixture here to go where this dining table would be, where I'm standing now. And that's pretty much it for the main floor, so we'll move on to the second. A lot of thought went into the second floor, and the designer did a great job here. Originally, it really wasn't that functional, and the washroom was dangerously small. So we're gonna start off in the master. This room was a disaster before. There used to be a leaky patch up here in the corner, and the closet, it was tiny. But that's all been fixed now. The closet is now 2/3 the entire length of this wall. And notice the ceiling height here? These are 9 feet ceilings, and that's just to make it a little bit more luxurious for the people that pay the bills here. We'll move on to the second bedroom now. The original closet was here, and it was literally this narrow, but deep. So it made no sense at all. And this is where we stole the space for the master bedroom closet to make it wider. We replaced it with a PAX closet from IKEA, and we added some custom cabinetry just to make it feel a little bit more built in. So we're in the third bedroom now, and this used to be the old washroom. The sink used to be right here. I remember when the washroom was so small, I had to jump into the tub, which was here, just so I can shut the door behind me. But since then, some of the walls have been moved so that this third bedroom is a little bit bigger. And I'll show you the washroom now, because that really is the room on this floor that got the most attention. This used to be the third bedroom. At one point, it was even converted into a kitchen as part of an upstairs rental. But when this home was purchased, this room was a mess. The closet was this triangle in the corner. You literally could hang nothing on it. We tried to make smart investments in this bathroom. We wanted it to be noticed by anybody who's coming upstairs or walking down the hall. And to do that, we used a herringbone pattern for the shower, and we carried over that pattern onto this wall here as a bit of a feature wall. We went with these pricier hex tiles as well, and these amazing floor vents that are installed right into the subfloor, so it looks very custom. Champagne bronze hardware everywhere. A super expensive wall-hung toilet was installed so that there would be a comfortable amount of space between the toilet seat and the vanity. This toilet is easily 5 times the cost of a standard toilet, but again, all in the name of function. The last thing to point out on this floor is the linen closet. The bedroom before used to come out to here, but obviously since it's a washroom now, it's been pushed back, and that allowed us to have space for a linen closet. What's interesting is notice how deep this wall is for the linen closet. It's because there's a rough-in for a separate upstairs laundry here. The idea is if the next owner of this home wants to turn the basement into a separate rental, they can still have their upstairs laundry so that both units are completely self-contained and there's no need to overlap at all. There is a basement in this home, but I regretfully didn't take any photos of it from before the renovation, so I don't have much to show you. I think it's best to end the video here before it drags on too long. Thanks for watching.